Yeah. We got 2 glass knives, a die. Reflex is already here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So let's find some elites. I don't really want to go to this early shop, but I like the idea of just fighting a ton of elites here. We're going into the slime boss. I also want to upgrade cards, as is tradition. And this puts us on a 3 upgrade potential path. So I am going to go for it. If we see the from our first shop, that'll be the big set. Duplication potion is here for even more fun. Let's hit the skip button here. Find some potions. Okay. Take a fire potion into our first elite. And we get 3 combats. Not so bad going into our first elite. Speed potion. Heal hook. It's technically another infinite, but we need to find another one, which is pretty uncommon. Backflips here. You know what? I'm gonna skip. Backflip is all. You think backflip? I'll take a backflip just because Redbeardy said it. What is happening? Okay. Deflect says 0 on it. Skip. We'll go into our first shop here. We do not see the. We are in luck. It is the Sling of Courage instead. We do see a card remove. I believe 1,000 Cuts, even though... Well, I don't think we need to explain 1,000 Cuts. It costs 2. It never goes into play. It's just a dud. It is the Gremlin Knob. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like, if we're desperate, Deflect should show itself later on in the run, right? If we really need it, we should see it later on. Ugh. Say 12's better than throw here. You know what? Taking 3 is fine. Get to save a potion. Or do we? Very nice. Hey, Happy Flower shows itself. Acrobatics is here with our reflex. Sure. We'll take that one. And then let's upgrade these glass knives to get through the rest of the act. Even though it's not a component of the infinite, it's just a good card. $26 damage to all. Good fight. Get an ornamental fan for some passive block. We don't need any of that stuff. Next relic, Blood Vial for some passive healing. Suppose is fine. Yeah. My one weakness. Not being able to attack. Gambler's Brew is here. Second copy of Acrobatics is usually part of it. It's got to be better than Essence of Steel. Let's take an upgrade here. We're going to upgrade the second Glass Knife as we go towards the Slime Boss. It is not the Abacus, and it's a good thing because we were short on this shop as well. If we were to take a remove here, I like removing the Crippling Cloud. Flechettes, 2 copies of Flechettes, they also don't do anything. So one of them might actually be worse. But we do have a fair amount of skills with adding the Backflip and 2 copies of Acrobatics. Unfortunately, not seeing those other components of the Infinite yet. We got Glass Knife Plus. We got some draw for next turn. I don't mind using this Fire Potion, though ideally we're saving it for Slime Boss. It's just going to be better there. Yeah, we'll take a crumb of damage to save our Fire Potion. Some Winged Boots. There would have been the second copy of Heel Hook. And Sneaky Strike. Do not want to do that Sneaky Strike Infinite again. It's admittedly pretty good with Acro. But I just hate the card. I can't not hate the card, you know. True, I did say specifically not to take that. This is a pre-configured Pandora's Box run. So we are using Filter the Spire to do boss relic swaps, specifically targeted towards Pandora's Box. And then I'm just playing the runs depending on how they present themselves. I think Silent decks can go infinite with Reflex and Tactician pretty easily. Good night, Flannel. We are transforming here. I think Crippling Cloud and Flechettes are both pretty bad. Flechettes. Bullet time, not part of it. Not invited to the party. It's okay with these acrobatics if we were to make it say plus, but I don't want to invest in it right now. All right, making acrobatics, making reflex say plus seems good. Our damage cards are Glass Knife, and Die. And Neutralize. That is interesting. I hope the Glass Knives are enough. I don't know. I really don't know if they are. Happiest little flowers here. We calculated gamble first. We get rid of calculated gamble. Bullet time is back. Actually, not a bad bullet time. We don't need to backflip here. We do split if we do this. We have almost no damage coming up. But we will have a lot of energy for our 2 acrobatics. I'm good with this. Ah. Only drawing 2. Guess we outmaneuver here. It was that or slimed. Oh, man. Okay. So this guy dies to neutralize. I don't think we can afford to throw anything other than neutralize into this enemy because the glass knives are just getting pretty far down there in terms of power. So this always draws neutralize. Oh my god. We're weak. No. Okay. Alright, we got there. Interesting little slime boss fight. 3rd copy of Glass Knife is here. That does not seem particularly good. It's interesting. I mean, they can't keep up in damage. Like, they just go away too fast. We have Wraith Form, we have Doppelganger. None of that seems very good. Yep. Our relics. We have Snecko Eye, Sozu, and a Cursed Key. Definitely not the Snecko Eye. So it's really not bad. Like if we did Snecko Eye and didn't go for the infinite, that's also good. We draw a ton of cards, we bullet time, we play them all. It's a good little combo. Skip. Okay, we got 1 vote for skip. The nice thing is we've removed most of what we need to remove. So if we took Curse Key with our Winged Boots, we can probably remove curses instead of these cards. I mean, at this point, we have Die going away, Ascender's Bane going away, Calculated Gamble going away. That's 3. Crippling Cloud goes away, that's 4. So we're already at a 10-card hand. Calculated Gamble goes away, if I didn't say that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe I already did say that. So, kind of works. Sozu's pretty scary. Then again, if we're infinite, potions don't matter. We're removing... maneuver here. Our removal cost is 125. I'm going to take the Sozu. Because I don't know if we can afford to remove curses when we need to be buying a shop relic soon. What percentage of the time do I find an infinite? It's a pretty high percentage when we're doing Pandora's Box swaps specifically. When not doing Pandora's Box swaps and just kind of playing Ascension 20, I'd say it's pretty low, to be quite honest. You can potentially force them, but I play a lot of Silent, who starts with 10 starter cards. And for most infinites to work, you need to not have those starter cards there. So they get in the way. You need to remove them. You're spending a ton of money on removes. So you need like a Peace Pipe potentially or a Smiling Mask to maybe make that work. You can find them on the defect with Meteor Strike sometimes. You can get there, but especially if you're doing Ascension 20 runs, it's pretty difficult to find them. So if we take 2 combats, we should have enough to look for the Abacus there. We also would benefit from medical kit. Act 2 events are not very good for us. We could take another combat here for even more money. We don't do anything particularly well with this deck. Like, we have our single target damage and Glass Knife that goes away slowly over time. Like, Slime Boss was 150 HP, and yes, it's split, but you kind of saw, if we're going into Book of Stabbing, which is what, like 165 or so HP? I don't remember. We're struggling to actually kill the thing, and we're not blocking. So Act 2 elites might be a no-go. Good. None of this is part of it. Take another combat here. Oops. I guess that neutralize was better here if I had remembered Ornamental Fan, yeah? That's a spicy little bullet time there. Nice. Outmaneuver and Happy Flower doing things for us. I mean, this is kind of what the deck looks like after we thin it down, right? Like, don't really have any worries. We're playing Reflex here. You can almost see the infinite. We have all 10 cards in our hand. Now, if we had some way to generate energy here in Sundial or Tactician, then we're basically there. Most of the way there. Og paired for some free draw. And discard. It is tempting. It requires an upgrade. Yeah, and then I get people keep telling me to upgrade it. It's pretty good if we find the other pieces. We should take it. Remove all strikes, receive 5 bites for free? No. This is why we try to skip these Act 2 events. They're not good. We're not taking apparitions just out of principle, and bites tend to be bad too. Love the library event. Add a card of our choice. Maybe the best one to help us find our infinite. Okay. Oh, we actually we whiffed on the block. I was gonna say we have a choice to block here, but we do not. Let's get rid of this guy. Yeah, we need another attack. We're still looking for like eviscerate or something. Because currently, if we did go infinite that way, we're infinite with neutralize, and I do not want to click that much. That is way too much clicking. Are you healing? You are healing. Okay. I have so much energy here. Oh, these glass knives. Yeah. So we would have to... I mean, we kind of need elites. Not exactly what I want to be doing. All right. We get Sneaky Strike. Do elites have Tactician? If they do, I might fight one. Man, I mean, at this point... gotta find a way to beat Champ. Hey, membership card is here. Nice. A huge get. It's a nice little shop relic. Get the membership card. And skip. Okay, do we take a couple upgrades and an elite? Do we dare? Now that we have a Sneaky Strike in here. I'm going to go here. I think this is probably correct here. Hopefully 2 upgrades and a relic. Depending on maybe if we get gold here, whoops, we will or we won't go to that shop. We need to be at like 80-ish, a little over 80 gold to be able to buy the Abacus, and then we're true infinite gamers. We upgrade Sneaky Strike. I feel like we need to. It's fast approaching the sad times. All right, it's the Tri-Slavers. Yikes. I'm going to mistakenly go for the Backslaver instead of Taskmaster again with this infinite. So we should go for Taskmaster first because it puts the wounds into our deck. And that is, that's how we lose. Okay. Too bad. Oh my god. Give me an attack, please. Still a good fight. See what we get. Bottled Lightning. Start every combat with an Acrobatics plus in hand, maybe? Seems good to me. Which means that's potentially our upgrade target then. Upgrade Acro. And our relic is a bag of preparation. Okay. Gaming is back on the table. Draw first in case we get bullet time. We got bullet time. Discard for this reflex, though. Turn's a little spooky. Okay, so we got one more energy here. I'm just kidding. Let's get rid of this one. Do we bullet time here? I don't know if we do. We keep drawing. But we're going to whiff on the sneaky strike then. Okay. So again, the Abacus or medical kit, the two components that we really need to make this work. Could be in the shop. Very good. Tactician. Like... Orrery. How is it orrery? How is this possible? Oh, man. Okay. Well. Okay. So if we were to take a card remove here. Yeah, it's just card removes and then we win the game. So outmaneuver. Goodbye. Doesn't do anything for us. And let's go ahead with this elite. The Book of Stabbing, yeah, I said 165 earlier. It's 168. We just toss here? Just toss. I'm gonna get rid of this card so we don't have to draw it again. Here. Sneaky strike. Get rid of more stuff. We're almost there. Next turn's really good. I'm just gonna throw a glass knife here and we'll go next turn so we can get rid of Ascender's Bane. Bullet time is a top tier remove right now too. That has got to go. That is never part of our fun. Alright, that's a perfect Book of Stabbing fight. We get a Maw Bank. That's pretty good. Deflect is back for a potential block solution, though not an amazing one. I'm going to keep searching for something better. I'm tempted to take this Empowered Elite now. Could be Tri-Slavers. But we have Bag of Prep and Bottled Acrobatics. Like, I don't know how we whiff. It is max HP Tri-Slavers. These are... I mean, this is... the worst. The worst possible fight. See how we do. Going for Taskmaster. First. Okay. I mean, we've got a great hand here. We can get rid of the Taskmaster. Need to find a way to keep going, and it's tough without these card removes. So just imagine if, like, Bullet Time and Crippling Cloud weren't here, where we'd be able to keep cycling. We know that we can discard Tactician. So, I mean, in theory, we could Crippling Cloud, Acro, and keep going. It's just we need Tactician to say plus to recover that energy. Good. Toss that one. Imagine if we can upgrade the Pog paired. We're in a good spot when that happens. And now we can just go next turn. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll go 2 turns against the Tri-Slaver. I believe there was a way to do that in 1 turn. Actually, we're gonna take 1 damage as a result. I thought we'd get out of this clean. My bad. A toxic egg. Kind of fun. Terror was there for some damage scaling. But damage scaling doesn't matter when you're infinite, except against exactly Time Eater. We will fight the Gremlin Leader. Rid of Calculated Gamble. Rid of you. Get rid of you. Rid of... No, let's wait on that one. How do I beat Time Eater? What cards am I looking for? Ideally, a copy of Eviscerate over Sneaky Strike. We're looking for the Abacus. We don't want to add a lot of cards to this, so card removal is also really helpful against Time Eater. To be honest, I'm just hoping for an easy solution for Time Eater, so we don't have to think about it too much. Go. Get a Snecko Skull that doesn't do anything for us. Grand Finale. Is better than Sneaky Strike. I'm gonna click. I'm gonna click that one. Upgrade Tactician. We'll fight the champ. Okay. Let's toss the Crippling Cloud. I guess we get +1 there. Thanks. It's only drawing 2. Let's wait on that. draw 3 here. We're, towards the end here. I'm just kind of almost running out of gas, but we've almost killed Champ, so... I think we can draw 3 here. Yes. Ah, I missed again. Dang it. Okay. Keep going. And I'm out of energy. So this draws 2. Right. There we go. That's a turn 1 champ. We got there with the grand finale. Whew. Adrenaline says gas on it. We click that. An empty cage is card remove. Versus a runic pyramid that we don't really need. So if we're going to empty cage, we're removing bullet time for sure. That's gone. Neutralize could also go. One of these glass knives? No, we get rid of one of these glass knives. They're just there. So it's like bullet time, glass knife plus. Yeah, because Crippling Cloud exhausts at least. The glass knife now has served its purpose well, but we don't need it. First boss of Act 3, the Shimmy and Shaken Shapes. We have no charges of our winged boots. We are free to go where we please. I'd like to see 2 shops. Maybe that way. We have to recall. We have to take our Sapphire key. But goal number 1, go to this shop, find the Abacus. Goal number 2, go to this shop, find the medical kit. I don't think we start with adrenaline, do we? It's like, it's too much gas. Gaming. There are almost no cards that we need to add to this deck. I don't think there are any, to be honest. I can't imagine a scenario where we do. Okay, drawing 5 is 3 plus 2. Oh, which was not part of it with prepared. Okay. All right. We'll get there. We toss here. Get rid of calculated gamble. And now we just need to draw 2. My hand is full. Get a lizard tail for an extra life, I guess. We have a spiker here. Okay. Spikers are a little Monax. But the good news is it dies to a single grand finale, so we just have to block for 7. It's actually not that bad. Tossing. So that is exactly this. Cool. We get... Ooh, Blur. See, now Blur is a way to... It's a way to block Time Eater. It is an extra card. But the Blurricade is very real with these types of decks. It says plus on it. We can get rid of Backflip. Go to 17, we're removing 2 cards. It is a solution because we're not currently blocking. So I'm going to take it for now. We see Prismatic Shard. We do not see Medical Kit or the Abacus. Second copy of Grand Finale is also here. Okay, so we're taking a card remove, of course. I think we could remove Backflip or Neutralize. I don't think we start with Backflip. We could fully commit to Grand Finale and remove Sneaky Strike. Yeah, Glass Knife is also stinky. Yeah, that's never getting played. You're right. We start with Glass Knife. That is in the way. Not going to buy the second Grand Finale. We're good with one. Could receive 2 Madness to go even more infinite. Completely unnecessary, but kind of fun. Like, we always draw them on turn 1. We can always play them. We don't need them. Like, this is just weird. If it goes on, like, Blur or Acrobatics, it doesn't matter what it goes on, right? I'm gonna do it. Again, we definitely do not need to do that. Just, I know we don't need to do that. But what if we did? Like this, Madness hits, Survivor hits, Sneaky Strike. Straight plus energy now. It's only +2. Again, we don't need to do that. Even a little bit. Straight upside now. Man, that's we got a little deck going right now. Look at that. Where's my 4? Now, we could play this a different way. We could just spam cards until Grand Finale lights up and say, look, I did it. But that's what I'm talking about. We get +1 Dexterity. Honestly, not bad. I'm going to take this opportunity to recall early so I don't have to forget it later. We'll fight the Danklings round 2. Okay. I'm noticing that we ran out of card draw here. Now, we didn't draw either of our Madnesses, so it can't possibly be their fault. Toss this guy. Where did the... Wait. What, did Steam come back? What? I'm not sure. 3 things. I saw earlier that the Steam friends list went down, but I wasn't paying attention. We get a second copy of Blur. Steam was down for several hours. Really? No, I didn't notice. I was able to get into Spire early and didn't have any issues. Okay, now we're free to upgrade. Grand Finale, just to speed things up, or Acrobatics number 2? I kind of like that this says 3 on it, so we can time that. Also, Prepared would be very good. How many upgrades? We have 2 upgrades left. Survivor? Survivor for Time Eater? Is that the idea? For the heart. Oops. Okay. I'll take your advice. It's Dolly's Mirror. How many shop relics have we seen? We've seen so many. I don't think Dolly's Mirror goes on anything. It could go on Adrenaline. Could go on Reflex number 2. But we just want to remove something here. We are removing... Mirror Ascender's Bane. Does Ascender's Bane pop up on the Dolly's Mirror list? I don't think I've ever committed that to memory. Well, I know I haven't. Only one way to find out. Wow. That would be interesting. Yeah, second grand finale is okay. The issue here is that we really don't want to be adding cards. We want to be removing them. Second grand finale would be fine. Yeah, exactly. Like something that exhausts. Or we could mirror another copy of Madness to go even more infinite. But that just feels excessive. Like, honestly, if Madness hits anything here, right. Ideally not Crippling Cloud or Die. But it's just all upside. I think we remove... maybe Neutralize. Neutralize is pretty bad. It's great for Time Eater, though. Like, we might actually need this as a block card for Time Eater so we can stack Blur. That feels worthwhile. Sneaky Strike's time could be up. Then again, if Madness hits this... No, Madness doesn't need to hit that. We have Tactician. I'm going to remove Sneaky Strike. I think its time is up. Your only grand finale now. Second Adrenaline, it's not necessary. I was thinking about if I would Dolly's Mirror that, but I don't think so. Really just doesn't do anything. Free Acrobatics? Okay, so we are there. We just need to do this. Nope. We will not take the red mask. You are not going to ruin my infinite. We need to turn 1 this guy. Acrobatics. Man, that is so good. Acrobatics. Oh, it's Pog-seeking madnesses. Wait, is that the infinite? Hold on. Draws 2. Okay. Letter openers here. We don't want any of that. take an upgrade here. Again, we don't really have any that are necessary outside of maybe Grand Finale saving us some time, a couple clicks. Might help us out a teeny bit against Time Eater, doing an extra 10 damage per play, but really not very necessary. We will make it like a foil card, though. We'll make it say 60. I'm expecting Donu and Deca to be a turn 1 kill. This is 3 plus 3, so we need to do this, right? A toss here so we can get rid of Calculated Gamble. It'll make it a lot easier. Oh. Means we have to do this. I'm trying to figure this infinite out. I'm messing it up somewhere. All right, that's Donu and Deca. We're just playing around with my cards while they're over there dancing. All right, it is the Fun Eater. Well, that's no fun. Play Survivor on Tactician every time they're together, then Prepared Plus on Reflex and Grand Finale. Okay. It's Madness. Goes on Blur. It's pretty good. So here we want to draw 3. Which is exactly this Acrobatics. How many cards I want to hang on to? The deck is just too good. I mean, it's still a good turn 1. Yeah, we picked up a Blur for something down the line. Ah, I wanted that prepared. Well, if we can't have it, we'll just keep going. Get rid of this card. All right, and you are now below the halfway point. Seems good. Now we're weak here, so I'm not actually confident that we can get to kill. Can we get to the kill? It's 45? We can definitely get to the kill, by the way. It's grand. Go on to Act 4. Cool. Happy we removed that sneaky strike. Alright. So... upgrade our Pog paired to appeal to the masses. Go into the shop and we see the Abacus. Finally. It's not the medical kit, but it is the Abacus. Now, we can take 2 upgrades and a remove here. If I were to remove a card, we really don't want Warpaint to hit Calculated Gamble. We don't want that to stick around. Venom scaling. Upgrade is only bad if it hits Calculated Gamble, and we could remove Calculated Gamble. Like, we toss once with Calculated Gamble, but it's not necessary. Remove Cloud. Cloud hasn't been a problem, energy-wise. Like, we can always play Cloud down fast enough. Remove Neutralize. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. I was thinking we'd need Neutralize for the Heart Fight for turn 3. But by that time, we'll have Blur and the Abacus stacking so much block that the weak won't matter. We'll get rid of that. And I'm not going to Warpaint because of the possibility that it hits Calculated Gamble. It just makes the deck worse. I'm honestly not worried about Blur stacking turn 1. Like, we took 2 Madnesses for the memes, and if you look at the deck, as long as we get Crippling Cloud and Die out of the way, it does not matter what Madness hits. It's straight gas. It makes the deck better. Arguably, the Survivor and Backflip upgrades aren't that interesting, but we can still play them. Huge. Yeah, like here. Like, what can Madness hit that's bad? Okay. It's all gas. It's all good. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Thank you, Thee. Oh. Oops. Matter. Cool. Good turn 1. Art of War is here, I guess. And we'll go into the Heart Fight. Been a good run. Been really, really fun. We could make our lives slightly more difficult and attempt to perfect the Heart Fight. Survivor says 12 on it. We have our first Madness here. It's Blur. Oh man, it's so good. Oh, wait. Do this one. The Abacus actually getting in there. So then this always just hits this copy of Acrobatics. Straight gas. It's so good. There's something I'm messing up with that infinite there. Look at that, man. Oh. Doing the same dumb thing over and over again. Okay, what are we doing? We're damage capped. We're blocking. That's what we're doing. We're blocking the heart. Very important to stack your block. For turn 2, where you have nothing in your draw pile. How do I purposefully throw that in the draw pile? Like this? No, that's reflex. Do I have to... just eat the hit? It's not very gamer of you. We also have this Gambler's Brew we could use. It's prepared? What happens if we do this? How good have I gotten at setting the draw pile since starting these P-Box turns? Actual garbage. I don't understand. I just don't. We'll go next turn. That's how good I am right there. Straight just ending turn, hoping for prepared. We could toss the calculated gamble if we wanted to. Messing that up. We need to toss the calculated gamble. I think we have too many things now. Ah! We're 1 damage off. Let me get there with letter opener real quick. Job, Happy Flower. Back to doing 60. All right, few more. Actually, we could just, it might be easier to letter opener this. Oh. There we go. Absolutely nailed it. So we want that in the discard pile. We're drawing this next turn, which is no good. That's perfect. That is perfect. Got Acro, 0 cost in the draw pile. And we go next. Just a single additional grand finale, and we say GG. There we go. We got there in the end, only 328 block. Could have stacked this up a little more. Change your life forever. Welcome to the P-Box Phenom. Another silent, infinite, tactician, acrobatics, 1 hour. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm happy we picked up that grand finale. We definitely got there with the sneaky strike as well. And I'm also happy we took the madnesses, not because we needed them, but just because we could. And I think that's fun. Sometimes you got to do things because you can. Run history. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 59 seconds. A good win. Yeah, I mean, this is another one where everything kind of went right, like this one. Hate this run. Bag of Prep, huge. Bottled Acrobatics Plus, also huge. The Abacus gained us, well, 49 block per turn. A total of 294. We found it in the end, didn't actually need the medical kit. The whole game here was just removing cards. You can see how many of our final cards actually exhaust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6. So we were at exactly 10 cards, and then we were able to cycle things around at the back end of our hand there and get our grand finale in most of the time. Really nice way to close things out. Shield and Spear 1 turn, Time Eater 3 turns, Donu Deca 1 turn, Nemesis 1, 4 Shapes 1, Darklings 1, Reptomancer 1, 3 Shapes 1, Darklings 1, Champ 1. Okay, Gremlin Leader on floor 31 was the last time a fight even went to 2 turns. Well, minus Time Eater. I'm not going to include Time Eater there, because we could have. Took 1 damage here that we didn't need to. Okay, let's pretend that one doesn't exist. We can keep going back. This Tri-Slavers fight took us to 15. Now, I was initially a little spooked about Act 2 elites, but we ended up, I mean, you can see our winged boots here. Very rare that you see 3 elites like this lined up. Kind of fun. Tic-tac-toe and all that. But 4 elites through Act 2. We ended up picking up Bottled Lightning, Maw Bank, Toxic Egg, and here's where we got our grand finale from the final elite there. Thank you, winged boots. Stylish. It's the new Yeezys right here. The Air Max 95s coming in hot. I don't know what else to say. Empty Cage, exceptionally good in a deck like this. We got 2 extra card draw on turn 1, 2 extra card draw when we cycle our deck. Lizard Tail is safe. Letter Opener getting in there, 17 damage per turn. All in all, fantastic run.